I would just like to take a moment of your time to share the following information with you, which is very important and pertinent information. If you will just give me a couple of minutes of your time. Now, mind you, there have been various interpretations about what is the story behind the most recent terrorist attack using a vehicle to mow into a crowd. This last one is an effort, in my estimation, or could be an effort to provide a paradigm for the European world to emulate. How was it accomplished? What am I talking about? I'm talking about the truck or the van or the vehicle that recently ran over and mowed down a crowd in front of the Muslim mosque. Now, what was drawn to my attention mostly is the fact that this was the same mode of operation utilized by the Muslim terrorists on the citizens of that city. Now here we have a white boy, a European terrorist who ran his vehicle into a crowd of Muslims in front of the mosque. Now let us see if we can analyze this and see what we can learn from this. Now listen, it wasn't Muslims who drove the vehicle into the people congregating in front of the mosque. It was a white boy. Now, the white boy mowed down these people, thereby providing the possibilities of the Arab people to control ISIS and other radicals from doing their suicide bombings and killing of other people. Now, if we can think critically or logically and utilize our experiences to help us define what we are seeing, perhaps you will see what I see. I see a paradigm being set up on how to stop Arab terrorists from terrorizing the Western world. I see in this paradigm the lesson that if someone does something dreadful to you, you have a responsibility to do something dreadful to them. That's the paradigm. If you want the Muslims or others to stop attacking you physically and killing your people, then you must reverse who the attacker is and become it. And you must do the same thing to them or even more or less, as long as you teach them a lesson. Now listen, my brothers and sisters, we all understand that paradigm, and we know that just wasn't one individual doing this. There's an organization that must be behind him and supported him and indoctrinated him to the extent, I'm talking about a white boy now, of giving up his life for others like that. Suicide. But my Nduga, my Dada, listen. You see, the Western world has no respect for us. That's why they can lay down their paradigms in front of us, hoping that we follow their directions and in the interpretation of this paradigm. You see, my brothers and sisters, they forget. We see this masquerade going on. We know its intent, but you forget. We witness you with our own eyes and our own minds and our own historical experiences, and always know what's on your mind and what actions you are trying to take, whether you believe it or not. You see, when you teach everybody, you're teaching us also. So we got quite a few lessons out of that ourselves. We understand now that old saying, listen to me, you reap what you sow. So my brothers and sisters, let's just relax and let's think about this thing. Don't let anybody else tell us what's going on and what it is. We have the universal mind. We are the original people. We taught them how to think positively and act humane. They don't come telling us how we should interpret things. They taught us an invaluable lesson there, and all we have to do is follow it. And if we do, follow it fearlessly, I guarantee you freedom and liberation will rise with the next sun rising. Are you listening to me, my Nduga and my Dada? If you are, and you've gotten anything positive out of what I have said, take that out. Everything you perceive as negative that I've said, leave it junk there. Leave it with me. But that which is positive, take it in, drink of it, and let it motivate, let it inspire you, us, you and me, to make a devastating approach. And by devastating, I mean to anything that gets in our way. We should be so determined to reach liberation and freedom that we're going to let nothing stop us. I want to thank them for their lesson. I'm going to give them back all that pain they gave me because I don't want it. We don't need it. We're going to give it back to them. Do you understand, my brothers and my sisters? If you do, you ought to be about doing it. That is, if you believe in it. So once again, y'all, peace, and ultimate victory